Hey breadwinners, welcome back to another video. Thank you for pressing play. My name is Jenny Hansen Lane and I am documenting my KDP journey. If you've been following me, you know that I launched almost a year ago in January 2022. I needed to publish a book I was writing, and then I found this beautiful world of KDP. So I promised myself to document the journey, and you guys have followed along and you have asked me to help you along your way too, and it's been really fun. In this video, you have actually, before I even tell you, so many of you have been asking about ads that I can't ignore it. I can't ignore the comments, ads. So this video is about how much money I've spent on ads so far and kind of a breakdown to help you understand kind of the process that I went through, and hopefully you'll have some takeaways. And I want you to watch till the end because I've got something that will probably interest you. So I spent $5,300 plus as of today on Amazon ads for 2022. Here's the 3 secrets that I've learned from running ads. This is a look at my ads to date. I started running ads in January, but I didn't get serious or start learning until the end of February and March. You can see this graph really starts taking off when I start to learn how to scale. And then you can see in September and October, like I'm trying to figure it out, right? And even December, this big goes down. I'm trying to figure it out. So this, you can see how much I've spent. You can see how much the sales have come in. Impressions, 6 million, almost 6.5 million people have seen my book for free. The great thing about Amazon ads is you do not pay for impressions. Those are free. I did pay for clicks, 51,000, and I'm hitting around 10 cents a click, which is really, really good for this amount of time. Each campaign that you break down will look different, and there is some the CPC stands for cost per click. There are some CPCs that are higher than others, and you've seen some crazy CPCs from me. And so your ACoS is the number that it breaks even. I'm not sharing that on this slide particularly because everybody has a different ACoS. So that's something you'll need to figure out when you are pricing your books, to figure out how much ad spend you'll have when you start making profits. So let's dive into the 3 secrets. The first secret is not all books are profitable when you turn on ads. You may have experience with this, and you may also be like, Jenny, I thought you made good money. I do, but not all my books have made money. And the most important thing to remember is that even in a validated niche, not all your books are going to sell. And that's just part of the time and cost commitment that you put into it to find the sellers. So if you're not really interested in testing things out and learning, then I would not encourage you to look into ads. Ads is an accelerator. It collapses your time. But once you find a sweet spot for it, it can be a beautiful journey, okay? So the first secret is like not all books are profitable in validated niches. That's something that I have launched books with ads in validated niches, and some things sometimes it doesn't pan out, okay? So this is just the process of testing in a calculated risk way. I'm taking calculated risks to be able to see what books are going to take off. And you might be thinking, why are you taking calculated risks with ads? Ads, as I said, can accelerate and collapse time. So if I already have a book selling, I can create another book like it and turn on ads and see if it's going to go, okay? And some of them have, some of them haven't, but this is my way to test. Some people may tell you not to turn on ads unless you've got a book sell. I don't recommend that if you have ad spend budget. Everyone is different though, okay? So an example of this, I was going through my ads account today, and I have a campaign that I spent $32 on and 80 cents. 0 sales, 0 orders. In your ads account, you'll see orders, and then the cells tell you whatever that totals up to, whether, that's $8 or you get a bulk order and that's $32. So essentially, this is the most I have spent on a campaign without it converting. So to me, that's not that big a deal. Like, that's me not eating out 3 times. And since you guys know I'm doing intermittent fasting, like, I have more money to spend on ads. In fact, everyone's talking about inflation, and the way to beat inflation, if you can handle it, is fasting. I'm not going to the grocery store as much. My husband's like, this food's not getting eaten. And I'm like, yep, sorry, you eat it. Make it for the kids. Okay, so losing this amount of money, this was worth it because I had profits that I'm putting into my ads. Okay, so this is an example that not all the books in my validated niche that I've talked about, especially that I've talked about in our Don't Make Me Niche Slap You class, it didn't go. This one just didn't go. This might have even been a lottery ad, if I remember correctly. Not one of the books. It was 80 books. I'm thinking of the title of my campaign. 80 Lotto is what I named this. 80 book lotto, not one. So this $32 told me that 80 books is too many for me to scale at one time. It didn't work for me, okay? I don't even think I went in here and pulled out any of the impressions, because impressions are one thing, but I want clicks. I need to pull out the clicks, and usually clicks lead to sales. That wasn't the case here, okay? So this is just one example for the secret number one, that even inside of a niche, you have to be open-minded, that even if you validated, there might be a couple books you got to produce before you get your winner. Not a big deal, right? Okay. Secret number two. I need to learn how to say secret in different languages, because I think of all of you guys that are watching this in different languages. Okay, so that's my homework for 2023. Learn how to say secret in different languages. Because I was going to say secret número dos. Here we go. Ad spend is data. You're probably like, Jenny, I've heard you say this a billion times already. I don't want you to forget that I say this, because data is information. And if you guys have heard me talk about information, what is information? Information leads to inspiration. Okay. So literally, the money you spend will tell you what's working and what's not working. That data is information. That information will lead you to be inspired to make something different, make something better. You'll have the information you need to take action. Okay. So in this particular, I went through my ads account, you guys, and I added up how much money I have spent that didn't lead to a sell. And this is over a 12-month period. And this includes that one stinking campaign that was $32.80, right? So that's a lot of money, right? That is a couple tanks of gas. That is a heating bill. That is a cell phone bill. That is a good amount of fresh vegetables for sure, right? But this is over the course of 12 months. So when we break it down, like, that's $15 a month that I spent to get data, to get information. Okay. And when you see that I have spent $5,000 overall, it's not that crazy that I would use an additional $15 out of that to test and figure out stuff. That is completely normal when you're running ads. You need to be aware of this secret, because a lot of people will only want to use ads if it's going to bring them profits. And there's a lot of different ways to use ads. Some high content categories, you have to pay $2 or $3 a click, because these are people that are experts in their niches and industries, and they want you to read their book and then hire them for like $15,000, right? Or $10,000 or whatever the price is. They can afford to spend that much on clicks because they know how much it costs to acquire a customer. For us to acquire a customer in low content, we are given just the royalties that we give ourselves, right? We have to come up with additional strategies, because we're not asking these people to get on a call with us after they buy our coloring book. Although that could be an interesting strategy, right? So $14 a month, not that big a deal, right? I've bought, you decide if that's valuable info to you. It's better to me. To me, I'd rather spend $15 on ads to learn and get data and information than buy someone else's interiors, because they're selling those templates to everybody, right? So that's why I taught repurposing for profits. so you could create your own. So that is valuable to me. Okay. So this money that I'm spending, this 164, this $15 a month, now that's coming out of existing royalties. So now it's the cost of doing business. Okay. So it doesn't hurt as bad as it did in the beginning when I was scaling. Okay. Secret numero tres. Tres. Validated niches versus budget to spend. Okay. So what I want to really talk about with this last secret is, if you have a validated niche, is that more important than having money to spend ads? I was recently in a KDP community group on Facebook, and someone asked about taking out a personal loan to start paying someone to do high content books. And I just let them know, like, high content, it can get expensive to pay someone to make a book for you. $300, $400, $500 ghostwriters, $5,000, $10,000. There's a couple really famous books out there that I looked up, and they actually worked with ghostwriters, and these really famous people had someone walking, holding their hand and walking them down the line of KDP to get it right and to publish traditionally. So some people might think they need money, like I need to have money to run ads. And I would say that it is more important to have a validated niche before you worry about your budget. Okay. That's what I did. I really wanted to create a passive income river with existing stuff. I didn't want to have to take away from my coaching clients or any of my digital marketing things that I do. I really wanted to see if I could create time and freedom from passive income on KDP. Okay. So you need to really get this mindset in your heart that it's more important to have a validated niche than to have a bunch of money to throw at Amazon for ads. Okay. So you guys always know my rule. My budget precedes my profits. Always, always, always. If I can't use my royalties for my ad spend, I won't do it. And that's really important. The profit dictates my budgets. Okay. And I'm not scaling super hard in December. You guys followed me in November that I used my royalties to pay for 2 different home mortgages. And so it got slim for me. So I had to make sure that my profits matched that. And I told my husband, like, I want to scale this and I want to retire you. And he's like, you need to pick one. So I need to scale this much higher before I start trying to do other things like that. So that was a good lesson for me. Okay, so my profits dictate my budgets all the time. So I need to continually be validating that niche to try to bring in more for this. And those are kind of the top secrets. And I started my ads. I had $47 that I got, I think it was the second month of KDP. So I knew I was going to put that into my ads. And from there, I slowly put everything back in. It gets a little tricky because you have to wait 60 days to get paid out. So if you absolutely don't have any other income that you can put into your ads, you will need to wait to turn on ads for 60 days after your profits to scale. And Amazon will charge you at different points. I've heard some KDP YouTubers say that Amazon charges them every $300. And that's not the case with me. Amazon lets me spend a lot more. And so I'm paying them bigger chunks in the month. Okay. So to date, this is as of 3 hours ago, we crossed $28,000 in profits, $28,050, 27 cents to date. That's what TD stands for. And we've spent $5,000, $5,315.82 in ads. Okay. So that's brought in a whopping $22,734.45. I used my grit, guys. I used my bootstrapping skills, my digital marketing. I used what I could. I designed in Canva. I did my niche research. The first thing that I bought was Publisher Rocket. Like, it's very shoestring over here. So this is the last month of 2022. This will be the last month of my first year on KDP. So what if there were strategies that I could share with you guys to help you scale up your ads account? Would that be something that you're interested in? Would that be worth it to you? You guys have asked me for a lot of strategies, and I had to spend $5,315 inside my own account to figure these things out. So I wanted to introduce to you guys our next masterclass because I'm excited about it. It's Bids and Budgets Masterclass. And inside of here, I'm only going to be sharing with you the things that I have done myself. I don't know the whole world of Amazon ads yet, right? Let's say if we're all in this class together and you enroll at different times, I'm literally just a couple chapters or weeks or months ahead, right? And maybe some of you are listening, you're way ahead of me, and I commend you, and I invite you to start a YouTube channel so I can learn from you because I love this community. Okay. So some of the things that we're going to talk about and strategies that I'll be sharing is niche the ad. I'm going to share how I niche down inside of an ad campaign. That's helped me to get really low ACoS. Okay. So that will be its separate training. I'm going to do a training on my specific lotto campaigns, how I like to put lotto campaigns together, the do's and don'ts of lotto campaigns. You may have heard that in some of these videos. I'm going to share with you how I scale my lotto ads to be able to find those winners inside of there. I'm going to do a training on the targeting tactics that I use inside of my ads account to be able to do these things, okay? And I'm going to share my most favorite strategy called the MO strategy. And that will be all part of the masterclass. The masterclass will still be a live training, but I want to take you through these tactics and these strategies that I have mastered and used, and I'm still tweaking to get better and better at ads. Okay. So you might be asking, like, I'm new to this channel, Jenny. Who the heck are you? Who is this class for? So this class is specifically for people who have tried ads and maybe haven't been able to figure them out. This class is for people who want to scale a validated niche that they have found, or they want to test strategies to get sales on a validated niche that it's validated on paper, but they don't have sales yet, because I have done that for this. So I think that is a very appropriate thing to use ads for. And class is for people who don't get discouraged by learning. They don't mind testing. They don't mind throwing $5, $6 behind a campaign to see what happens. Okay. Who is this class not for? If you are nervous about ads or you've never set up your ads, I want you to wait. I want you to go back to niche validation, okay? If you believe your life will not go, if you believe that, you can't spend $15 to $30 this next year to try and scale, don't get this course. This is not a course where I'm teaching you how to set up your account. You'll need to set up your account. I am specifically sharing the strategies that have worked in my account because that's the only expert that I am, an expert on myself, right? We all need to be experts on ourselves. So if you have a scarcity mindset and you are very scared about running ads and you might believe that they won't work for you right now, please do not invest your time and energy and resources into this masterclass. If you're not excited about ads or you don't feel confident about the things that we've talked about in this video, then hold out and wait. There's a lot of people that do KDP, everything's organic. They've never used ads and they do incredible. Okay. There is absolutely no shame in that. I like collapsing time. That's what I love about ads. Okay. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that investment and the testing and the data. And it would be a disservice as a digital marketer not to pursue this, right? Because that's what we do. We are on the forefront of pioneering these things. Okay. So if you want constant ad coaching, this class is not for you. This is a master class that you'll have unlimited access to. You'll always be able to go in to watch the replays, and you'll always be able to see the strategies. And when I give updates to the strategies, I will include those in the courses. But if you want constant ad coaching, you need to reach out to me directly because I can introduce you to my ads coach. Okay. So this is for people that want to learn. Okay. They want to try out these strategies. They want to see if there's something more going on inside their account. Somebody asked me today if I turn on ads for all of my books. And the answer is I try to give all my books a chance. It's like, to me, it's like building a rocket and then not giving it fuel. And I'd rather give it a little bit of fuel and see what happens. And I will tell you, I have about 27 campaigns on and it can get really overwhelming. But I do like the being in the weeds because that's how I'm learning. So it might sound overwhelming to you. You don't have to turn on 27 ads. The majority of my sales are coming from like 6 books, okay? And so I'm going to break down in this class the theories and strategies that I've done. And this class is well over, I mean, I spent $5,000 to learn these things, okay? This is the money in my ads account. So if you're interested in this class, because we're building out live, we have an early bird special of $149. And if you have bought anything previously from me in terms of our bookish breadwinner courses, don't make me niche slap you. Pen name profits, repurposing for profits. Then you will have a coupon code if you go into any of the lessons that you already own. The lessons will have a code for bids and budget masterclass. Okay. And you can cue that in. We will have an extended payment plan for this, and that is also available at the link. So this class will be December 20th at 6:45 p.m. EST. That's just the live portion. These five tactics on the screen, I'm going to build out before then so you can go through them. But any coaching will be done at that particular time. And anyone who buys the course will have unlimited access, as long as I'm teaching this stuff, which we know it's not going away anytime soon because it's very exciting. You'll always have access to go in and see those replays. So let me know what questions you guys have about this course, about ads. And this is specifically for people that want to try different strategies with ads. Okay. So let me know what questions you guys have. Drop them in the comments. Love you. Peace out.